Hey everybody, Kerry Harrison here, Simple Wood Turning Tools, and today is kind of an exciting day for us because we're finally going to introduce our acrylic and resin turning tools. We've been working on this for quite a while, and we started out experimenting with negative rake type of tools. If you're familiar with those, they just have a bevel on the top, which is a little bit unusual, but that seems to help cut with certain materials. And we started experimenting with a lot of different materials, and the negative rake tools, they seem to work pretty good for some stuff, but it wasn't too long before we discovered that there's a lot of materials out there that are, who knows what they are. They're acrylic, they're resin. Some of them seem like stone. We have materials with aluminum in them, and all kinds of things, antlers, everything. So we found out that the negative rake tools, although they're great for some things, they're not really the best for everything. So we decided that we would experiment with some different types of cutters. And what's kind of funny is we discovered that the first tool that I actually ever developed about, 18 years ago or something, was our simple shear cutting finisher. And that's a round tool, or it's a round cutter, and it's mounted on a round shaft. And that tool, it turns out, is actually really great for doing resin. And I have a little one right here. This is our, we call it the Simple Start Shear Cutting Finisher. And it's got, like I said, it's on a round shaft, and it has a round cutter. And it actually, the cutter is saucer shaped, so it's actually quite aggressive. But the benefit with this is it can be rolled along the tool rest so that it's presented to the work at an angle, and that's what creates the shearing cut. So I'll just show you how it works here. See how it just really cuts super nice. And the thing about this is a hybrid piece, of course, so it has wood in it as well. But you can see that it's cutting the wood and the resin, and then when I get up here into the resin only area, it just really slices it super great. And one of the things that we noticed about negative rake tools is they're all flat. And we have a negative rake rougher here, and they're held flat on the tool rest. It's a square cutter. And the problem, or a square shaft tool, I should have said, the problem with these is when you use them, the chips go straight up. And there's a couple of problems with that. One of them is the chips or the ribbons you get, they like to wrap around the workpiece. And boy, that's a pain because you have to keep stopping all the time and cleaning off the workpiece. And the other thing is those chips, not only do they go around the workpiece, but you know what? They go in my face all the time. So you get just completely covered with these chips or ribbons of this acrylic. And so I thought, man, if we use the round tool, or a round cutter mounted on a round shaft, and we can rotate it, that ejects the chips out to the side and keeps them from going in your face as you're turning. Plus they cut really good, and when you get into all these different kinds of materials, there's a lot of times when negative rake cutters are just not the answer, and you get a lot of chipping, and it's really tough. But the round cutters, either the shear cutting finisher or this other one that we developed, we call it the Simple Turner and Hollower. It's a round tool too, and we've sold this tool for years as well. But this cutter has a different angle right here. You can see that it's almost square. And what that does is it prevents the tool from being pushed into the work too much, so you don't get any chipping like you would with our conventional STH tools or cutters. So this tool also can be used at an angle to the work. So you rub the bevel just like you would with an old-fashioned gouge. So you sort of ride the bevel or rub the bevel, and then as I raise the handle, you'll see that it begins to start cutting there. And then as I roll it this way, it causes the chips to shoot off to the side. And and they don't go in my face, they don't go around the part, they go on the floor or in the garbage, or if I had my dust collector going, they'd go in that. So we discovered, after turning all kinds of different materials, that round shafted tools are really the answer many times for cutting these resins and acrylics. And we watch a lot of videos, and you know, I'm sure you've seen them too, and there's a lot of folks out there that they're cutting this resin with those old-fashioned gouges. And so we thought, well, you know, the problem there, of course, is to get dull right away. So with carbide, of course, they don't get dull. And well, I shouldn't say they don't get dull. They stay sharp a lot longer than those old high-speed steel tools. So we found that that's a good, it's a good mixture of tools to have for cutting these different materials. And especially when you get into hybrid pieces like this one I got on the lathe here, when you're cutting wood and man-made materials together, boy, I'll tell you what, that shear cutter, that thing works nice, and so does that flat top, you know, the STH with a different angle to it. So those are really great tools for that. And so what we are actually introducing here is we're introducing what we call the Simple Start 4-tool set. And we're going to introduce it as a 2-tool, 3-tool, and 4-tool set, because I know a lot of you that are out there, you know, we've been selling this, you know, the shear cutting finisher for years, and you already have that. So if you have that tool, you sure don't need to buy another one. And the size of these tools, the size of these tools from the handle, it extends out 4 inches, and overall length is 1 foot. So these are the Simple Start size. They're just available in the silver color, just plain aluminum handles. And we're also going to introduce at some point in time all of our colored handles. Like, you know, you've probably seen on our website, we have a lot of colored handle options, and you know, I just happen to have a set of those right here. So that's not available yet. The only thing that's going to be available at first is going to be this set, 4-tool set. And we are going to work on, we are working already on mid-size and full-size acrylic resin tools, and they're all going to be, if you want to, you can kind of, yeah, you can see right there. Tip this one a little bit. See, it says AR S9, yeah, S90D. So AR for acrylic resin. So all of the tools specifically for resin will be engraved like that. And so we're gonna introduce the mid-size line and the full-size line as we get to it. It takes a while to get this stuff all accomplished, but we wanted to get this Simple Start set out there, and you know, so it's available for folks, because like I said, we've had so many requests for these tools that work for resin that you know, we got to get them out there. So another thing that we're gonna do, that we found out when we were watching videos, is there's not a lot of videos out there that explain exactly how to cut these different materials. So, you know, we've been cutting a lot of this stuff. We got pens and stuff all over the place. And, you know, we found out that there's different techniques for different materials. Not only is there different tools, but different techniques, and especially speed. Speed is a big thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to produce a bunch of videos that explain how to cut certain materials, you know. So we're going to find, well, we have them already, a bunch of different materials from different manufacturers like Rockler and you know, Penn State and those folks. And we're going to make individual videos. Hopefully they'll be kind of short, show you how to turn them, which tools to use, and you know, how to get the best results that you can. So yeah, that's kind of the story of this video. So look for those other videos, and if you are interested in these, you'll find them on our website. And you know, we appreciate all you guys out there that have bought our stuff in the past. You know, we've been at this so many years. We have so many happy customers that we just want you to know that we appreciate all of your support, and especially in this last year, you know, it's really been great. So if you're interested in these tools, take a look on our website. You'll find them there. Acrylic, or you just search for acrylic resin or AR on our website, you'll find these tools. So thank you very much for watching, and if you have any questions or comments or anything, we'd love to hear from you. So thanks again.